Hello students, this is Chandrasekhar, social science teacher, BGS Public School, Shitlagatta, Chikkaballapura Division. First of all, my heartfelt thanks to STF Digital Group, Karnataka, prepared by such a wonderful sources related to social science. Dear students, today we have to start the fresh lesson, that is Indian soils. In this chapter means Indian soils chapter, we have to learn further some of the important following aspects. The first one is the meaning and importance of soils. What is the meaning of soil and what is the importance of soil? Then types of soils and their distribution. What are the types of soils? Because of the reason India consists of variety of the soils and their distribution, spreading of the soils throughout the Indian country. Then soil erosion. What is the meaning of soil erosion? Then causes soil erosion, the washing away of soil by the flow of water. Soil erosion. Then causes of the soil erosion. It means the reasons of the soil erosion. Then the effects of the soil erosion. It means the outcomes. Finally, what is soil conservation? Then what are the precautionary measures taken by government to conserve the soil erosion? In this chapter, we have to learn these all very important aspects. Then, meaning and importance. Here, soil is the thin surface layer, very narrow. It means in Kannada, teluvada. Soil is the thin surface layer, very narrow. The outermost level of the land is very narrow, and it consists of, comprising means it consists of closely intermixed minerals. It means the soil mixed by variety types of the minerals and organic substances. Functional, some of the important organic substances are mixing. So totally, what is the meaning of soil? Means soil is the thin surface of layer of the earth comprising of closely intermixed mineral and organic substances. Then soil is very important natural resources. See, different and variety types of the natural resources are there. Water, wind, forest, etc. is there. And here the soil also one of the important natural resource, because agriculture is the main occupation of the people. Agriculture is the backbone of our Indian economy. So that is why agriculture have to develop very well, means here the soils are playing very important role. So soil is very important natural resources because agriculture is the main occupation of the people. Then agriculture production mainly dependent on the fertility of the soil. There is a quality of soil. There is a fertile soil is there, means production become a more. So when there is a production become a more, means development of the nation. So this all credit goes to soil. So agriculture production basically dependent on the fertility, the quality of the soil. Then formation of the soil, dear student. So here the soil formation of India. The soil formation of India mainly related to the parent rock. Mainly related to the parent rock. Here means the original rock. Parent rock is nothing but see variety types of the original rocks and relief features. The features are different from one place to another place throughout the Indian country. It's too different. Then even climate also different from one place to another place, and the natural vegetation also different from one place to another place. Then the formation of the soil means related to the parent rock. It means the original rocks. The rocks consist of different types and different colors. Even it including further relief features, climate and natural vegetation. So throughout the Indian country, we not find for the same soils. It means throughout the Indian country, we have to found for the wide variety of the soil. Somewhere we have to found for the black soil, somewhere red soil, somewhere alluvial soil, somewhere mountain soil, etc., etc., etc. Because of the reason, the soil formation in India mainly related to the parent rock, relief features, climate and natural vegetation. So this was the reason purpose. There is a wide and variety of soils in India. So there is a one important question, dear students, for 1 mark or 2 mark. Why there is a wide variety of soils in India means because of the reason soil formation of India mainly related to the parent rock, relief features, climate and natural vegetation. Then types of soils. The total soils of our Indian country classified into 6 main types. The first one is alluvial soil. Second one, black soil. Third one, red soil. Fourth one, laterite soil. Fifth one, desert soil. Sixth one, mountain soil. So the question is, what are the types of soils we can found in India means there are 6 types of soils are there in India: alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil. These are the important types of soils we have to found throughout the Indian country. Then we have to gather one by one in detail information about alluvial soil. So dear students, first the formation of the alluvial soil. The soil that are composed of alluvium. Listen here. The soil that is composed of alluvium are called alluvium soils. It means see, the rivers when flowing, after flowing of the rivers we can see for the soil. So the soil that are composed of alluvium are called as alluvium soil. So in Kannada we should call for ನೆರೆ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಿಂದ ನಿರ್ಮಿತವಾದಂತಹ ನದಿಗಳು ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರ್ಮಿತವಾದಂತಹ ಮಣ್ಣು ನೆರೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ alluvium are called alluvial soil. Then they are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. You know about that Indian physiography divisions and water we have to learn means mainly there is a one of the three important rivers in North India, Indo-Gangetic Plain, depositional system of 3 rivers, Brahmaputra, Ganga and Sutlej. Like here also, they are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. Sediments by rock the rivers. Rivers only make the alluvial soil. Then distribution of the alluvial soil. See where some shining. So these are the parts we can found for the alluvial soil. Mainly the Indo-Gangetic Plain. So this is the Indo-Gangetic Plain and the sea waves in the coastal plain. So this is the sea waves in the coastal plain. Such areas we can found for the alluvial soil, and they cover an area of about 15 lakh square kilometer. The alluvial soil covered by 15 lakh square kilometer. So it is the largest alluvial rock in the world. Which one? Indo-Gangetic Plain covered largest alluvial soil tract. Then what are the main crops have to grow by utilizing the alluvial soil. We have to gather one by one at what type of soils we have to grow through the alluvial soil. See, first one is wheat, second one paddy, sugarcane, cotton, jute, and vegetables. See, wheat, paddy, sugarcane, cotton, jute, vegetables. These are the very important soils we have to grow by utilizing the alluvial soil. So think and answer very easy question. What is soil? Soil is nothing but the thin surface layer of the earth consisting of closely intermixed mineral and organic substances. How is alluvial soil formed? Alluvial soils are formed from the sediments deposited by the rivers. Sediments deposited by the rivers. Then what are the reasons for diversity of soils in India? I already explained there is a wide and variety of the soils in India throughout the why? Because of the reason the parent rock, relief features, climate and natural vegetation. Then list out the types of soils found in India. Means there are 6 types of soils: alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil. Second very important soil, black soil. So the formation of the black soil. Dear students, the black soil is also called as Reger soil and black cotton soil. Black soil consists of 2 important names. The one is Reger soil and black cotton soil. So this soil very useful the cultivation of the cotton crop. Got it? Which soil is very useful to grow for the cotton crop means Reger soil or black soil or black cotton soil very useful or best suited for the cotton cultivation. So the formation of the soil, they are derived from the basalt rock. It means basalt rocks, these are the basalt rocks, these are all the rocks dark in grey color. See, dark grey color to black. See, dark grey to black. These are the rocks dark grey to black in color with high clay content. Say high clay content means put it when wet there is a softness and when hard that is a dry. Soft when wet, hard when dry. So this is for the high clay content. This very important feature available for only in black soil. Then the black soils are highly retentive of moisture. See, having a more power to growing of the crops like. There are highly retentive moisture, having a most of the power. Moisture, it means wet and extremely compact. Extremely compact. The quality of the top soil. The quality of the top soil. So they are highly retentive of moisture and extremely compact, having most of the power. The soil consists of most of the wet and the top soil available for most of the quality. So black soils are highly retentive of moisture and extremely compact. Then dear students, here mainly distribution of the black soil. The black soils are largely found in the Deccan basalt rock region. Basalt rock means where the basalt rocks are more available. Such a places we can found for the black soil. So here the shining, where available for the black color. So these are the distribution areas of the black soil, including Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, parts of Telangana, north part of Karnataka, parts of Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. So in these places we can found for the black soil. So the black soils are occupied about 5.5% 46, it means 46 lakh square kilometer in India, black soil. Then main crops growing by using the black soil, already explained. Black soils are best suitable for the cotton crop. After the cotton, some of the important other crops also have to grow. So that is important crops are cotton, sugarcane, jowar, maize, pulses, wheat, chilies. So these are the very very important crops: cotton crop, sugarcane, jowar, maize, pulses, wheat and chilies. Very important crops by using the black soil and have to grow. And another one is red soil. Dear students, after the some of the important two soils, another important soil, red soil. The formation of red soil. Here the formation of red soil, they are formed, it means red soils are formed from the weathering of granite. It means granite rocks and gneiss rocks. So these are the granite and gneiss rocks. We know the granite rocks. Gneiss means related to the granite, and crystalline rocks. So these are the crystalline rocks. These three rocks join together and formation of the red soil. So the color of these soils are generally red. See, generally red and reddish brown. This is the reddish brown color. Because of the reason, this red soil formed weathering of granite, gneiss and other crystalline rocks. That is why color is too different. Somewhere we have to found for the red and somewhere we have to found the soil reddish brown. They are more sandy and less clay. See, red soil covered most of the heavy area, and less clay means there is a less quality. Area is covered more, so more sandy, and less clay means the quality of the soil is very very less. So the red soils are covered most of the area and quality is very very less, and so they do not retain moisture. It means the red soils are in Kannada they have to say for ತೇವಾಂಶವನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉಳಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ರೆಡ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವೆಟ್ನೆಸ್ ತೇವಾಂಶ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಕ್ಲೇ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಚರ್. And they covered, red soils are covered vast area about for the 5.2 lakh square kilometers. See you, we are available for the right here, and this is all the red soil covered areas, 5.2 lakh square kilometer. And these soils are spread extensively in Tamil Nadu. Majority of the parts of Tamil Nadu we have to found for the red soil. Apart from that, southern part of Karnataka also we have to found, and Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Kerala, Goa, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, West Bengal. In these all places we have to found for the red soil. Then what are the main crops growing by utilizing for the red soil? Red soil also useful for to growing variety of the crops of our Indian country, but these soils are not consist of majority of the quality. So it means also possible to grow some of the important crops like ragi, millets, groundnut, tobacco, potato. So these are the very important crops have to grow by utilizing the red soil. Then another one very very important soil, desert soil. So the formation of the desert is very easy. See, the desert soils formed tropical areas. Tropical means where available for the temperature areas. Where available for the temperature areas. The conditions here available for the high temperature area and the heavy rainfall area. Where there is a high temperature and where there is a high rainfall, so such areas we can see for the laterite soil. So these soils, laterite soils, are formed tropical areas under the conditions of high temperature and heavy rainfall. Then distribution, they are mainly found in the uplands. It means highlands of the Western Ghats. This is the highlands of the Western Ghats. Chota Nagpura Plateau, Meghalaya Plateau, the Rajmahal Hills, Vindhyas and Satpuras. So in these places we have to found for the laterite soils, and the area covered of the laterite soil only 2.48 lakh square kilometer. Only 2.48 or 48 lakh square kilometer. And they are leached soils. They are all leached soils. Mainly very leached soils. Which one are the leached soils? Means some laterite soils. It means not fertile. Not fertile. Once we can see for the these soils means leached, it means liquid soils, not available for the fertile quality and the content, and not comfort to grow for the food crops. Not comfort to grow for the food crops. That is why they are leached soils, not fertile, and are limited use of agriculture. Why the laterite soil is limited use of agriculture means because they are leached soils and not fertile. Leached soils are not fertile. This was the reason purpose, limited use for agriculture. So highly impossible to grow for the food crops. Then at what type of crops we have to grow by using the laterite soil? Let's see here some of the important plantation crops have to grow by using the laterite soil, and some of the important other: cashew, rubber, tea, coffee, paddy. So these are the very important crops we have to grow by utilizing the laterite soil. Cashew, rubber, tea, coffee and paddy are the important crops we have to grow through the laterite soil. Think on answer. How does black soil more retention of moisture? Because black soil has high clay content and extremely compact. What are the features of red soil? See, formed the weathering of granite, gneiss and the crystalline rocks. The rocks colors are different. So it was a reason purpose the color of soil is red somewhere and reddish brown somewhere, and more sandy. Most of the areas covered for the red soil, but less clay quality is very less. So they do not retain moisture. It was the reason purpose. ಅಂದರೆ ತೇವಾಂಶವನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಲ ಹಿಡಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So these are the features of the red soil. Then fourth one is desert soil. The formation of desert soil. These soils formed under desert and semi-desert conditions. Desert areas and related desert areas. Desert areas and related desert areas. It means some of the lands we can see means that areas also looking like a deserts. So such places we should call for the semi-desert conditions. So the desert soils we have to see desert and semi-desert condition areas. So they are largely found in the northwestern part of our Indian country. north western part of our Indian country, we have to found for the desert soil, because of the reason that places consist of majority of the desert areas, Thar desert, etc., 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 especially in Rajasthan. Then formation of the desert soil wise, the desert soils are fairly friable. It means averagely broken, not continuously available for the broken areas, and have high content. Got it? The capacity is more high and of soluble salt. What is the meaning of your soluble salt? Means we can see in ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾವು ಉಪ್ಪನ್ನು ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ, ಅಂದರೆ ಕಲ್ಲುಪ್ಪನ್ನು ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕರಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಮಣ್ಣು, ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. ಲೈಕ್ ನಾವು ಆ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕರಗುವಂಥ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಕಂಡುಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫೇರ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಬಲ್, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೈ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ salt, and they are sandy and low in moisture and humus. Sandy, it means ಮರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತೇವಾಂಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ವೆಟ್ ಅಂಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹ್ಯೂಮಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್, ತೇವಾಂಶ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋ ಇನ್ ಮಾಯ್ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಸ್. These are not suitable for the cultivation of many crops. Why? The desert soils are not suitable for the cultivation of the many crops means because desert soils are fairly friable, have high content of soluble salt. This was the reason purpose, and they are all sandy and low in moisture and humus. These are not suitable for the cultivation of many crops. Then where we have to found for the desert soil, a major parts of, so yeah, a major parts of Rajasthan, southern Haryana, Punjab, and the northern part of the Gujarat. So in these places we have to found for the desert soils, and the desert soil occupying 1.42 lakh square kilometer, 1.42 lakh square kilometer desert soils. Then what are the main crops have to grow in desert soil, especially the two important crops grow in desert areas, the date and pearl millet. Date and pearl millet are the very important crops have to grow in desert soil or desert areas. Then mountain soil. Dear students, see for the mountain soils, formation of mountain soils. Mountain soils are mostly formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. See, the decomposition of the organic matter means organic waste like plants, leaves and branches. Then decomposition of some of the important, when animals are died, and decomposition, it means like that ಕೊಳೆತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, like they are mostly formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. These soils are mainly found in the slopes of mountains and hills covered by forests. Slopes of mountains and hills covered by forests. Such areas we can found for the mountain soils. Then distribution of the mountain soils, they are largely found in Jammu and Kashmir. See, they are largely found in Jammu and Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh, Manipura states along the western Ghats. Got it? Where we have to found for the mountain soil means Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur states, and along the western Ghats. In these places we have to found for the mountain soils. And these soils cover an area only 2.85 lakh square kilometer. Only 2.85 lakh square kilometer. Then what are the main crops have to grow in the mountain soils means See, they are rich in humus and are fertile. Mainly say dark organic irutte. The quality is very rich. The fertile soil. So it was the reason purpose. These mountain soils are very useful for the plantation crops. See, these are the plantation crops. Very important plantation crops. Coffee, tea, fruits. Coffee, tea, fruits. This is the coffee, tea, fruits are very useful to grow for the mountain soils, especially for coffee, tea and fruits. And after the soils, dear students, soil erosion. Then here the question is, what is soil erosion? So first we have to learn for the meaning of soil erosion. See, soil erosion refers to the removal of top soil by the natural agents. You know that landslides, cyclones, tsunamis, earthquakes, floods, etc. That time to time removal for the top layer of the earth. Example for this. Got it? Soil erosion refers to the removal of top soil. Removal of the top soil by natural agents like earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclones, floods, etc. 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 So examples, the rivers, the glaciers, winds, sea waves, these all very useful to remove of the top layer of the fertile soil and deflect the fertility of the soil. Deflect means the land quality automatically decreasing. The land quality automatically decreasing. So that is, we should consider for the deflect of the fertility of the soil. So soil erosion refers to the removal of the top soils by the natural agents. Examples, rivers, glaciers, winds, sea waves, etc. etc. Remove the top layer of the fertile soil and deflect, decrease the fertility of the soil. Then soil erosion causes. Is there any causes for the soil erosion? Means yes, exactly. There are some of the important causes for soil erosion. Let's we have to gather one by one. The first one is deforestation. It means cutting of trees, so that result to the soil loss. So deforestation, cutting of trees that result to the loss of the soil erosion. Then overgrazing, grassland cannot recover because of the reason animals graze more and more grass which is hold in the soil, which becomes loss on soil erosion come. So that is overgrazing. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹುಲ್ಲುಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ like. Then shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation means changing position. See, here first I have to do for the agriculture. When this area automatically lost the fertility, then we have to shift another one place. So this is also and another to here. So like shifting cultivation. When we have to move one place to another place, automatically that leads to the soil erosion. Then faulty methods of agriculture. It means not perfect method, imperfect method agriculture. It means wrong method, bore water method, bore well, ponds or lakes. Here we not check for the soil quality and soil fertility. Based on the soil quality, we have to grow for the crops. But we are all not doing like. We are all using for the faulty methods for the agriculture purpose. When using for the faulty method, automatically it leads to the soil erosion. Then by using the soil, making the bricks and the tiles. By using the soil, making the bricks and the tiles. These are the very important causes for the soil erosion. See, what are the causes for the soil erosion means deforestation, overgrazing, shifting cultivation, faulty methods and making bricks and tiles. These are the very important reasons for the soil erosion. Then effects, outcomes. What are the effects of the soil erosion? ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ outcomes, results. Fall in agriculture productivity. Fall in agriculture productivity. When the land automatically loses the fertility, so production will become down. Do you understand? Fall in agriculture productivity means when the agriculture land lost the fertility, the quality, automatically the production will be come down. So that is fall in agricultural productivity. Then it leads to silting and floods. So it leads to silting and floods. What is the meaning of here? Silting means ಹೂಳು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. When the water flowing on the earth, there is no silting means water is moving one place to another place. And floods, ನೀರು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಫ್ಲಡ್ಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಸಿಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲಡ್ಸ್, ಹೂಳು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರವಾಹಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಎರೋಸಿನ್. Then change for the course of rivers where there is available for the soil erosion. So such a places moving water not moving for the straight direction. See, like where there is a soil erosion, such a places moving from water one direction to another direction. So that is change of the course of rivers. It's danger to the human life. Then reduction of capacity of the reservoirs. When silting, soil erosion ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೋ, ಹೂಳು ಯಾವಾಗ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೋ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಸರ್ವಾಯರ್ಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಲ್ಟ್. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ silt. Then ground level is lowered. Why the ground level water is lowered means because of the reason cutting of trees. It's help to the sink increase of water. Got it? Trees more means water is more. When we are all cutting of the trees means it not help to the, it is help to the decreasing of the water. So that time ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೋಯರ್ಡ್. ಮರಗಳು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೀರಿನ ಅಂಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೋಯರ್. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್, ವೆಟ್, ತೇವಾಂಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್. Then vegetation covers dry up. So the leaves always dry up because of the reason soil erosion. Drought increase, shortage of rainfall, increasing shortage of rainfall. And economy as a whole suffer a great setback. Country not developing very well. Country become a non-developed country. So these are the very important effects of the soil erosion. The first one is fall in agriculture productivity. It leads to the silting and floods, change of the course of rivers, reduction of capacity of the reservoirs, groundwater level is lowered, decrease in soil moisture, vegetation covers dries up, drought increase, economy as a whole suffers great bad. These are the effects of the soil erosion. Then conservation of soil. Is it possible to conserve for the soil? Yes, dear students, it is possible to conserve for the soil. Then how we can conserve for the soil? Before that we have to learn what is the meaning of conservation of soil. See, protection of soil from the erosion. Erosion means degradation of the soil. We have to saving for the quality of the soil. Got it? We have to completely avoid for the degradation of the soil, and we have to make the degradation soil as quality soil. Fertile soil is called as soil conservation. protection of soil from erosion and preservation of fertility of the soil is called as soil conservation. Then there are several measures are there to conserve of the soil. We should gather one by one what are the measures taken by government or what are the measures adapted by government to conservation of the soil or to preservation of the soil or save the soil. Conservation of soil measures. Afforestation and reforestation. So the cultivatable land into forest, where there is a land, we have to plant for the some of the important plants. So that is afforestation and reforestation. We have to cut off the trees, means replacing some of the important plants. So afforestation and reforestation we have to do for that. Controlled overgrazing. See, overgrazing purpose, grasslands are completely destroying, it leads to the soil erosion. So we have to control it for the overgrazing. We only cut for the grass and bring and provide to the animal. So that is controlled overgrazing. Also one of the important measure for the soil erosion. And another very important, dear students, contour forming. It means in order to step by step help to the soil, avoid for the soil erosion. See here, step by step. Here water will come, means also stop for the force. There is no leads to the soil erosion. So we have to use for the contour forming, like we have to do for the forming. It helps to the conserve of the soil. Then construction of the check dams. It means temporary dams. So like here we construction for some of the important dams. Why we have to do like means the water when flowing forcefully, the check dams are stop the forces, reduce the forces. So that time possible to conserve of the soil, then avoid for the soil erosion. So that is construction of the check dams. Then contour bunding. Contour bunding means mainly we have to do for such a kind of agriculture. Very important, contour bunding. Here water come force, means also there is no need to the soil erosion. So control of the soil. So conservation of the soil. Then gully control. Widespread unsurfaced roads, like here we can plant for the some of the important trees like plants, etc., means possible to conserve of the soil. And bench terracing on the mountain slopes also we have to do for the agriculture. So that is bench terracing. So here water come force, means also highly impossible to for the soil erosion, because of the reason agriculture doing bench terracing, mountain lands. So these are the very important measures of the conservation of the soil. So here afforestation and reforestation, controlled overgrazing, contour forming, construction of check dams, contour binding, gully control, bench terracing. These are the very important measures of conservation of the soil. And think and answer. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion refers to the removal of topsoil by natural agents. Mention the main causes of soil erosion, means deforestation, overgrazing, shifting cultivation, faulty methods of agriculture, making bricks, tiles, etc. So dear students, this is the lesson, Indian soils. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day. Practice well, score well. Jai Shri Krishna.